right, so I'm at 5 yards. I'm just working on my ability to smash the trigger without influencing the gun. I am shooting a 22, so there's not going to be a lot of recoil, but that's not what I'm focused on. So I'm going to run doubles from 5. I have a 3x5 inch sticker on the target. I'll show you it after. I'm going to shoot 50 rounds. So what I'm going to do is get my sights centered up on the target, squeeze off 2 rounds as fast as possible. Just pause for a second, get my sights back in the middle, squeeze off 2, and just repeat that for 50 rounds. So the goal is to be able to manage the trigger, both pressing and then resetting and pressing again without influencing the gun. One of the issues that I have sometimes when I go to press the trigger and I go to reset it, as I relax my trigger finger to move it forward, I also relax my pinky pressure. And then when I slam back on the trigger with my index finger, I also slam back on with my pinky, which causes the gun to dip. So I'm just trying to apply constant pressure with my pinky and then really do my best to isolate my trigger finger. So I'm just gonna run 50 rounds and then we'll take a look at the target and see what we can fix. A little bit of trigger freeze on one of those. So that's 1 mag. Two mags. That's 3. It's 4. Still a little bit of trigger freeze from me trying to clamp too hard, so I have to relax my firing hand a little bit. You can see I'm still trying to. So here's my 3x5 sticker. I have one that barely clipped the line, so that is my issue. And I have a few that these are a little low. If I wasn't at 5, they'd be much lower. This I'm fine with. Nah, not so much, a little bit of healing, but having one clip the edge, that is a great improvement. Normally I would have a few down here. So I'm just gonna continue to work on that. We'll shoot another maybe 50, I think, if I have them loaded, and we'll see how that works. That one was better. Back to a little bit of trigger freeze. Now these are the 16 round mags that I'm trying out. Trigger freeze. So that was the first one that I clipped on the first iteration. Then I had one high. So out of about 45 rounds, I have one that I missed. Again, I'm shooting 22, but this is really what I do want. But the lower part, I do want to cut that off and bring those up a little bit, because that means at 5 yards, I am dipping the gun just slightly. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That 10th one is a little suspect. I don't know if that might be a little low. We'll shoot it again and see what happens. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th one is up there. I definitely would rather have that one come down a little bit. I'm satisfied with that group from 15, but that definitely needs to be down. Shooting doubles from 5, now I'm shooting 9. I'm still using that smaller target. So we'll see if we've made any headway today. Trigger freeze. Also in the same area, I had few that I pushed the gun down right here. Those 3, that's my issue. And I had one get away from me up here. It's not clamping down on the gun. Most of my rounds were here. So I just need to keep working on that. So it'll be a drill that I'll be doing going forward.